Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our event, Night in the Roaring '20s, where we pay tribute to the decade in which our school was founded in 1926. And it's a wonderful night. I've been so impressed with the people who came dressed for the era. You look spectacular, and I think it shows the great energy of the Gulliver community and how we are able to rally and really get into an event and embrace it for all that it is. And it really represents a great sense of the history and flow of the school. And what I will say is, I was here last year at the Vintage Night where we honored 60 years of Petula's leadership. And as I walked around this morning, just sort of looking at the venue and saw all the names on the tables, I was so impressed with how many people I knew in the short time that I've been here, and how warm and welcoming the Gulliver community has been to Betsy and me. And as we have made our transition here and gotten ensconced in the Gulliver community, all of you have been so exceptionally friendly and helpful to us. And I thank you on behalf of Betsy and me. We couldn't have moved to a better place, and we are so thrilled to be part of this community. So, as a former history teacher, I just have to comment on the cars, and personally thank Alfredo for bringing those beautiful cars. It is really hard to make 2015 Miami look like the 1920s, and those cars really help set a tone. It's nice to know that we have a taxi for designated driving home. We have an ambulance, should anyone have any issues tonight. And you may not have really looked in the windows, but Alfredo has a full set of 1920 surgical tools, and he has offered to help anybody who may need that assistance. Those cars are beautiful. They really help set a tone. But they also point out something for me as well. Some of you may be aware that one of the big topics in education right now has to do with design and thinking about particularly STEM and STEAM curricula where people are looking to integrate the arts with technology. And it sort of shows, as our night shows, that what goes around comes around, that we're thinking this is a new idea, putting together design and technology, and over 100 years ago, they were already doing it. If you look at those vehicles, they are pieces of art on top of machines. And so this is really us figuring out, again, that these different disciplines have to be part of the work that we do. And that's what we're trying to do at Gulliver. And I briefly mentioned last year's event where we celebrated 60 years of Petula's leadership, which was sort of the culmination of the movement that began in 1926 with the founding of Gulliver. And that creativity, that sense of design, that sense of being innovative and trying to always be on the cutting edge of what's happening in education is a trademark of Gulliver. Mrs. K started it, John kept it going. I'm so happy to be given the chance to help keep it moving myself with all of you. And it's a tremendously exciting part of the school's future to think about how we can all work together to keep that sense of Gulliver being a place where we have a personal touch for our students. Many of you received that personal touch. Many of you have your children receiving it right now. But also think about how can this school continue to be the best place to help them prepare for their futures. And we're really excited about that. And so I just want to say a couple of things that as we last year honored the first 60 years through Petula's leadership, tonight we sort of begin maybe to look at the next 60 years. And I want you to know that the next 60 years have started off really well. As an example, you can clap after this. We had our first ever girls state championship in swimming. We had our boys soccer. I got a list here. We can do them one at a time, or we can really go crazy at the end. Boys soccer won the championship this year. I believe that's 3 times in 4 years, finishing second last year or 2 years ago. Our forensic debate team this year is state champ, exploring the question of whether the federal government should explore the world's oceans more purposefully for non-military purposes. So interesting topics. 11 of our 29 business students who went to a competition up in Orlando advanced to the international round and will present again and seek prizes and honors in that field. Our girls' dance team was just national champion. They went out to Los Angeles, and I think it was Los Angeles, they were definitely California, and they won the small school national championship. Our robotics team was the rookie award winner for business plan and community outreach. So you get the picture. I could go on. Our middle school and upper school orchestra, jazz, and band all received nothing but superiors in their most recent competition. So the Gulliver tradition of excellence and preparing students for the world where their passion is part of their life and they can pursue it at the highest level continues. And all of you, our most loyal Gulliver supporters, are the reason that that happens. So I want to thank you. This evening is about thanks for the good fortune that we have as Gulliver, and also for the wonderful support that you give the school all the time. So if you could all give yourselves a round of applause, please. So I have some very specific thank yous and recognitions that I need to make. So tonight we are joined by a number of local dignitaries, and rather than name them all, those who would like to stand up, that would be mayors, judges, council folks, those of you who are leading in our community and are here tonight, we welcome you and thank you for your presence. If I could get the members of the board who are here tonight to stand, that would be Board Chair Alexander Acosta, class of '86, Tony Figueroa Cisneros, class of '94, Charlie Phelan, class of 1985, Gloria Susana, Swapnil J. Shah, class of '94, and Mihalis Stavridis. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge our honorary chair, Gloria Susana. She got a nice round of applause a minute ago. Just really grateful for your ongoing support of our community. Also, sincere gratitude to our philanthropic chairs, George and Darlene Perez, for their commitment to Gulliver, and especially for their hosting of our kickoff party a couple weeks ago at the PAM. And also, I want some of that champagne. Of course, our heartfelt thanks to our co-chairs, Teresita Haskett and Monica Schwinn, for their countless hours of hard work, and alongside our event committee for their commitment to ensuring a beautiful and successful evening. And now I want to thank a bunch of our sponsors who will come up on the screens. First, our returning, now doing this for repeat times, our Yellow Diamond presenting sponsor, Princess Pearl Jewelers, especially Mr. and Mrs. Keishan Murray. Our diamond sponsor, Nana and Tony Figueroa Cisneros, class of '94. Our Rudy sponsors, AA Uniform, the Alibi family, the Chowdhury family, the Kitties and Thermiotis families, Quintero Orthodontics, the Sasana family, and the Signorello, Stark, and Stavridis families. Thank you also to our Emerald sponsors, the Haskett family, School Management Systems Incorporated, and Frank and Betsy Steele. Thank you, darling. Thank you to our Sapphire sponsors, the Hardigan family, O'Heffer Corp, Marinsa International, Miami Children's Smiles, advertising sponsors, our underwriters, our partners, and our patrons, all of whom helped to make this event possible. And a special thanks to Bacardi for returning as our bar sponsor, which is where I'm heading when I live here. So, at this point, it is time to move to dinner. There are 3 separate stations. They all have the exact same food, so go to the one that's closest to you. Have a great dinner, and there will be a little bit more program later in the evening. Thank you so much for being here.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, just to go over that food stations with you, each area of the ballroom has its own individual food stations. Please feel free to go to them.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Britt, and I'm a sophomore at Gulliver Preparatory. I've had the privilege of working with Gulliver's engineering computer science programs. And many of these opportunities have been afforded to me today by the gracious donors of this school. Tonight, we're proudly honoring a special member of our school community, Gloria Susana. We're glad to have her in our school community. We are especially grateful to parents like Mrs. Susana for putting together many enjoyable events with the Parents Association. We are also grateful to her for helping make possible some of the great facilities on campus, which the entire school has come to cherish and appreciate. Now it is my pleasure to direct your attention to the screen for a special tribute we have prepared for Mrs. Susana.
When someone meets Gloria, they get a very clear understanding that she's the difference maker. She's had such a profound impact on so many lives, but not just in the Gulliver community, but the Miami community as well.
Anybody you ever speak with will talk about just how generous she is. Like, no matter, the smallest thing, the biggest thing, whatever she would do. She would show up here at practice with 20 pizzas. Just the kids would get so excited. She hosted team dinners, just for everybody and anybody, boys, girls, just very loving, good mom.
She's a very, very special philanthropist who cares pretty much about children. We were very fortunate that she participated with us as the guardian angel, golden angel, for the whole Children's Hospital. She also gave her time and efforts for the openings of every branch at the hospital. She was there with her daughters. And that shows a real philanthropist that gives the monies but gives the time and cares.
The Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine is in its 8th year. We're now graduating our 3rd class. And Gloria was there from the very beginning. She saw the importance of education for this community, educating doctors that are sensitive, that understand culture, and celebrate what Miami stands for, what makes us unique. And she supported this by, going into communities and helping us spread the word. But also she did it by supporting scholarships for our students that are really in need.
Her and Alfredo have always been so supportive of myself and my mother in school. She's done so many things for Gulliver, for our employees, but most of all, she's really, the thing she does is for the children in the school.
The Mary Gutrillas Aquatic Center is a work of art. It's one of the finest outdoor aquatic facilities that you'll find in the United States. It's been even a platform for our engineering students to creative teach. They've actually built boats and put them in the pool and raised them up and down. So it's been used in a number of different ways. And again, without this gift from Gloria and the Susana family, this long-standing dream of Gulliver would never been a reality.
A couple of years back, when we were doing the signature event, she came up with the centerpieces of the tables. And she goes, "Louis, how are we going to move this from my house?" And we started going back and forth, and she goes, "Why don't we get a boss and we boss them all over here from my house?" So I said, "Sure." So we got a bunch of parents and a bunch of maintenance guys, and we went there and we grabbed everything in the boss, and it was just like a field trip. It was a wonderful experience. It was nice. It was one of the best ones that we had with her.
Hola, Gloria. ¿Cómo está? Good evening, everyone. It is my absolute pleasure to be able to say a few words about Gloria Sassano for this evening. I probably could take up the entire video talking about all the many, many things that Gloria has done and she continues to do in support of Gulliver schools. If I had more time, I would elaborate on her many, many positive characteristics. Her love for education, her passion, her leadership, her integrity, honesty, her love for her family. The list goes on and on. The one that I love the most is her incredible sense of humor. And in fact, Gloria, this evening, I want you to know, I now know more about flowers, decorating, centerpieces, floral decor than I ever wanted to or ever felt I needed to. So thank you for that.
I want to express our sincere gratitude for what you've done. You know, our athletic facilities and our athletic department, we have extreme pride in our facilities and our school. And you have definitely been a blessing to us, and we appreciate you so much. So from the bottom of our heart, and on behalf of the Gulliver football team and the rest of our athletic program, we'd like to thank you with the utmost sincerity. Thank you, God bless, and go Raiders.
Thank you, Gloria, for this wonderful opportunity that you provide us here at Gulliver with this aquatic facility. There's not a single day that goes by that we don't appreciate this opportunity that provided us as coaches and teachers and educators, but more importantly, all the children that we have here at the school within our athletic programs to have the opportunity to use this wonderful facility.
Because of her, we were just able to have so many kids exposed to this sport from all over the community, not just Gulliver students, kids all over. And I have kids now playing all over. I have kids at Princeton, at George Washington, Bucknell, Cal Baptist, San Diego State. Just, you know, they never would have had this opportunity, and now they're in college, they're playing water polo. We had kids on the national team, so it was all basically because of this pool being built and them being in these backyards and being able to come here in their neighborhood.
Gloria, we want to thank you for everything you have done, everything you continue to do. Congratulations on this incredible honor. And I know tonight, Mrs. K is looking down, and she is so very proud to know that people like Gloria are out in the local community and the greater global community, truly living and breathing the Gulliver mission.
Gloria, thank you. Muchas gracias por todo lo que nos has dado.
Gloria, first of all, I want to congratulate you for being my well deserved. And I want to thank you for everything that you have done for the school, for the Pulises, and for the children. Your support has been just amazing. Without the help from you and Alfredo, our students wouldn't have the opportunities, and facilities, and things that they need to be able to be the best that they are. And you and your family have always supported me, and I appreciate that so much. So thank you for everything you've done, and we love you.
Gloria, you have been such an incredible, great friend throughout these years. You have been with me through thick and thin, through good times and bad, and have always been my biggest cheerleader. I have no words to thank you for your friendship. I admire you, I respect you, and I am so happy and so grateful that you are my dear, dear friend.
Well, Gloria, thank you so much for all that you've done for our College of Medicine and helping us educate the community about what it means to have this innovative curriculum serving our community with a very special social mission. This has been a very exciting time for the College of Medicine, and you've been there from the very beginning. And on behalf of our faculty, our staff, and our students, a special thank you for all that you've done and all that you're doing for the Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine and for this community. Congratulations on this wonderful evening, and thank you very much.
Gloria, never change. We love you, we admire you for your beauty, and for your caring. And that's what's important. So don't ever change. Continue your life the way you were traced to do it.
You're a terrible dog.
Now, please join me in welcoming to the stage our Director of Schools, Mr. John Bertulis.
Thank you, James. Great job. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Everybody having a great time? Come on, everybody having a great time? All right. We're going to have an even better time once we get out of here and go outside. So a little bit longer, we're almost finished here. But before I get started, I want to thank a group of people who have made this evening and everybody having such a wonderful time here. They've worked just endless hours on putting all this together, working with everybody, and making sure that we're all having a great time tonight. And I would like to thank Meredith in the Advancement Office, and Andy in the Communication Office, and Ted Milford, who have really worked so hard on making sure we're all having a good time. So thank you all for everything you've done and the endless hours you put into this. Now, for more than 16 years, Gloria has been involved here at Gulliver. She's been supportive of the school and ensuring that our students have the greatest opportunities to successfully advance the mission of our school. And Gloria has always been there for anything and everything that we needed. You know, her love and dedication to the school, to myself and my mother. And I know, as Ted said, Mrs. Kate's looking down right now with a big smile on her face. And she is just so happy for you, for everything that you have done for us. And she's so happy that you have this wonderful evening here tonight, celebrating you for, again, Gloria, I just want to say I love you so much because, you know, you are just a beautiful person. So, thank you. And Gloria has always been engaged here at Gulliver, and everything that she has done in such just an extraordinary way. You know, when it comes to something that we need, we know who we can go to. I remember last time we had a problem getting decorations done on something, and she stepped right in and volunteered and said, "Sure, I'll be glad to do it." You know, every time that we've had something at the school that had to call her on and ask her, "Would you mind?" And Alfredo as well. And we said, "Can we borrow a few of your little cars for Saturday night?" You know, he jumped right in and said, "Sure, you know, why not? It would be a great part to make the evening just that much better," and it has been. And these are the kind of wonderful things that Gloria has done for our school. When the pool, when we needed to try to get the pool going, we worked a long time, and I worked 10 years on trying to raise money and get things going and get the plans. There was a lot of obstacles in our way, and when I went to the Sasanas and asked them, "Could you please help us?" they stepped right up and did so. And we thank you for that, because now we have a beautiful pool here at the prep. Allows our programs to continue to be the top programs in the state. You know, as Frank said, our swim team now has won the state, the girls, which is magnificent. I know our boys and girls are going to do it again next year. Our water polo teams have won consecutive 7 straight in a row state championships, 263 or 8, I think it is, games in a row. And this is the kind of things that happens with the wonderful facilities that we are able to have here at Gulliver. So, and tonight we recognize her vision and commitment and generosity, and really she's a true inspiration to all of us here at Gulliver. So, enough going on here. I want to bring Gloria up here. Gloria, will you please come on up to the stage, and can we please have a round of applause for Our Lady of the Evening. We have some gifts that we would like to present for just a little token of our appreciation and thank you.
husband, my daughters, my family, the Culturos family that means many things for me. I have been working for 16 years because Mrs. Culturos, because John, because Gulliver, because I speak in an institution, and because many beautiful friends that helped me through these years to make everything that I have been doing for Gulliver and for the children and everything that I have done. Thank you. I am so appreciated. It's so beautiful and gorgeous time. Thank you.
She's a hoot. Thank you, Gloria, so much for everything. Thank you. Okay. We're going to get the evening going here. So we can get going outside and having a great time. And now, let's see, okay, we've got ticket. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I almost forgot here. I'm getting ahead of myself. Folks, I'd like to do one last thing for Gloria. I'd like to have a cheer for her, please, a toast. So if everybody take your champagne glass or water, whatever you have in front of you, hold it up. Gloria, thank you so much for everything you do for Gulliver Schools and the children here and the school family. We love you. And many, many, many more years. We hope you're here with us. Salute. Ooh, that's good. Okay. All right, folks. Before I get the auctioneer here on stage, I just want to remind you all why we're here. I think you all know why we're here. Okay, for a lot of reasons. Gloria, but we're also here mainly for the children of Gulliver. It's your children. So remember, keep bidding on those bid pals, keep things going, and keep bidding tonight to auctioneer, because all the money that was raised tonight goes back to our students, it goes back into our facilities. There's so many needed things that we have here. So we again appreciate your generosity and support this evening. And we also have the raffle tickets are still going out for the tuition, the $10,000 tuition. Just raise your hand if you want to buy a raffle before it goes here. And one of our team members will come by and they'll sell you a ticket. But do it now, because pretty soon when J-Ro gets up there and starts auctioning things off, and if you're waving your hand for a ticket, you're going to buy something maybe you didn't really want to. All right, so go ahead and flag our people down now if you'd like to get a ticket for the $10,000 tuition rate. Okay, so now it's my pleasure to introduce our auctioneer, J-Ro.
I don't want anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bid you all a very pleasant good evening. My name is J-Ro Keach, and I am an announcer with the University of Miami Hurricanes. And it's my pleasure, thank you very much, it's my pleasure to join you here tonight at this wonderful function. I can only tell you that I am here this evening to auction off a few items. I want you to know that while I'm here tonight, the Hurricanes are actually playing a home game over at Marklight Field, and that's where I would normally be on a Saturday night. But because I know some very, very nice folks here at Gulliver, they asked me to be here, so I missed the Hurricane game tonight to be with you here at Gulliver, and I hope that it all pays off, and I hope you appreciate that. Thank you. I will tell you that thankfully, the Hurricanes are winning their game tonight over at the university, so I feel good about that. All right. Let me just tell you for a few moments that this is a great evening. Some great food, some great folks. You're honoring some wonderful people. I have done events with Gulliver before. I have had the privilege of emceeing the Gulliver golf tournament. I am longtime friends with the baseball coach, Javi Rodriguez, who is a Hall of Famer at the University of Miami. I have announced Gulliver baseball games and Gulliver baseball banquets. And tonight, I am here to help Gulliver raise some money through the live auction. This is a small auction. Only 2 parking spaces, a billfish experience, and then some jewelry that we'll attempt to sell to you tonight. As John mentioned, we have the last call for the tuition raffle drawing for 2 $10,000 tuition credits. And now, I want to remind you that it's not too late to show your support to Gulliver by continuing to bid in the silent auction before it closes. The silent auction will close at the conclusion of the live auction. And you can also choose to support Gulliver by making a donation to the school this evening using your bid pals. So consider making a nice donation. I'm told now that it is time to break out those tuition raffle ticket stubs to see if we will pick our lucky winners. I'm going to be picking 2 lucky winners tonight. 2 lucky winners for the tuition raffle tickets. $10,000 tuition credits. So, with no further... Very good. So they're still selling, so when they come back to me and tell me when they're ready to do this, we shall do it. Let me remind you that tonight's evening is all about the students here at Gulliver, and let's begin with the live auction. Item number 1, ladies and gentlemen, this evening. This is a prime student parking spot at the prep campus. Now, I've heard that there's a lot of competition for these parking spots, to say the least. This is item 1. This is for the entire 2015-16 school year, complete with 2 vivid white lines and a parking block. That's what you get. 2 lines and a parking block. It's an amazing deal. What does having this spot do for your child? This is what it does. Convenience for when they are running late or need to leave early. And is especially handy if they don't like their parking buddy. In addition, by having a closed spot, they get less wet in the rain. Very, very important for you to take care of your kids. We don't want them to melt. In addition, gain valuable minutes to cram before a test. Potentially, this will increase grades, thereby creating better college opportunities and career prospects, making this parking place absolutely priceless. Do I have some parents? Do I have some folks? This is item 1 for the parking spot at the prep campus. It'll take an opening bid this evening of $3,000. Do I have somebody out there that will bid $3,000? Very, very good. Very, very good. I've got $3,000. Now we're going to make more money. $3,000. Will somebody give me $3,200? $3,200 for the parking spot. Is this the only bidder? That can't possibly. I couldn't have possibly done that for $3,000. Will somebody give me $3,200 for the parking spot? Please, let's see a hand go up. Otherwise, I'm going to be forced to sell for $3,000. I heard that we have a lot of bidders. This is the only bid? $3,000. I've got $3,200 right there. $3,200 right there. $3,200. Would you like to give me $3,400? Thank you very much. I have $3,400. $3,400. I've got $3,600. $3,600. $3,600. $4,000. I have $4,000 for the parking spot. $4,000. I've got $4,200. $4,200. $4,200 is the bid. $4,500 is now the bid. I'm standing in front of a young lady that really wants this parking spot. It would be wonderful if you actually had children. Okay, $4,500 is the bid. $4,500 is the bid. Do I have $4,700? I have $4,700. 47 is the bid. 5,000, we might as well. Very good. More than I actually paid for my first car. $5,000 is the bid. $5,000 is the bid for this first parking spot. Will somebody give me 5,200? 5,000 is going once. Last chance, think about it. Don't disappoint your children. 5,000 is going 5,200. 5,200. I'm sure that they're very nice people, but you're nicer, you deserve this. I've got 5,200. 5,500, 5,500, $5,500 for this parking spot. Would you give me 57 in the middle of the room? I've got 57, 57. There really is a person there. I promise you, I'm not making this up. I don't have a concussion. It's okay. 5,700, 5,700, $6,000, $6,000. $6,000 for the parking spot. $6,000. I'm still laughing. $6,000 is the bid. I got your attention too. $6,000. 6,000 is the bid going once. 6,000 is the bid going twice. Last chance for this first parking spot, and we sell it to the young lady for $6,000. Let's give her a nice round of applause. Okay, here is item number 2. Now this is a piece of jewelry. The gentleman who has donated this piece wanted me to make sure that I pronounce the name of this watch correctly. I'm a sports guy. So this is the Audemars Piguet Ladies Royal Oak Collection watch. Now, this is graciously provided by Princess World Jewelers. The Royal Oak, created in 1972, was the first luxury sport watch made in steel. All decorations and finishing, polishing and satin finish are still entirely done by hand. Self-winding watch with date display and center sections. Stainless steel case with diamond set bezel, glare-proof sapphire crystal, and case-back screw-lock crown. It has a silver tone dial with a grande tapisserie. I hope that's correct pattern. He didn't go over that with me. All right. The white gold applied hour markers and royal oak hands with luminescent coating. Bezel set with 40 brilliant cut diamonds, 0.90 carats, hand-stitched large square scale, white alligator strap, and a stainless steel Audemars Piguet folding clasp. Retail value is $21,000. I need somebody here tonight that will step to the plate and give me a bid. Do I have a bidder? At $18,000. $18,000. Do I have a husband here tonight that really likes his wife? Do I have a wife that really wants this watch? This is the Audemars Piguet, valued at $21,000. I need a bid of $18,000. Is there one bidder? One bidder here tonight that steps up and makes my life easy? Anybody at all? Thinking? Anybody? Raising their hand? One single person. Over 450 people in this room. Anybody at all that would like the lady's watch? All right. Should you change your mind, please let us know, and we'll certainly be happy to sell you that watch. Because I had so much success with that watch, now I have to try to ask you if you're interested in the men's version. This is the Audemars Piguet Men's Millinery 4101 watch. Please listen. Stainless steel case, glare-proof sapphire crystal encased back, black and anthracite dial, off-center disc, black small seconds counter, pink gold apply Roman numerals and hand-stitched large square scale, black alligator strap with stainless steel AP folding clasp. It retails for $25,000. Do I have a gentleman who is here tonight that would like this watch for $18,000? Anybody at all? One person for the men's watch. Anybody? Anybody? Give it 10 seconds. Anybody at all? Any bidders for the watches? Men's watch, women's watch? Okay. Thank you very, very much for your consideration. And I thank the folks from Princess World Jewelers for their donation. If you change your mind, let us know. Okay, here is item number 3. And I wanted to let you know a couple of other things. I'll let you know after this item. This is a very special edition. This is for folks that enjoy fishing. This is Bass 2 Billfish Experience. And folks, I don't know if you know, but we have with us this evening Peter Miller. Peter Miller is the director, the producer, the creator, and the host of the Telly Award-winning TV show Bass 2 Billfish. We have a short video showcasing a unique experience that he has to share with us. Please turn your attention to the video screens for this 1-minute presentation.
Florida, the fishing capital of the world. With incredible fishing around every corner. This is truly an angler's paradise. Join Peter Miller as he travels the state in search of big fish and shares his adventures with guests from around the globe. From freshwater to saltwater, ocean to Everglades. Join him for a fishing experience like no other. This is Florida's Bass 2 Billfish with Peter Miller, presented by Yellowfin and by Visit Florida.
If I can ask Peter to come up on stage for a moment. Peter, let's give Peter a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Peter, you should see me on a boat. Peter is a 3-time world sailfish champion and has won or placed in more than 120 billfish tournaments throughout the world. Bass 2 Billfish is broadcast nationally on NBC Sports and the World Fishing Network. The show is about to begin its 7th season as one of the top-rated fishing reality shows on NBC Sports, and Peter has produced more than 50 episodes thus far. This is your chance to join Peter and his crew to see firsthand the behind-the-scenes action and witness everything it takes to make these high-quality shows from start to finish. If your children have ever considered a career in production, and by chance they happen to enjoy fishing, this is the chance to be part of this award-winning production. This segment will be shot here in Miami sometime between May and December of 2015, and the winner can participate in the production from either 2, 3, 4 days, whatever you choose. Peter, if you would say a couple of words.
Thank you very much. You know, it sounds a lot better when you say it. When I wrote this in my pajamas for what you just say, it sounds so good, so thank you for that. You make it a nice transition. Thank you, everybody, for tonight. It's such a great event. Gloria, that was an amazing tribute for everything you've done, and Mr. Catullus, Frank Steele, Meredith, everybody that's come here tonight to do this, and everybody opening up their checkbooks and their wallets to make this, you know, a great year for our kids. You know, my son is now 16. He's been going to Gulliver for about 11 years. My daughter is 10, so she's loving school. Everybody loves everything about Gulliver. So I got the call and they said, hey Peter, you have this show. Would it be possible for you to donate a behind-the-scenes kind of experience for some of the students, and maybe, you know, father, son, mother, daughter, whatever the combination is. And I thought, you know, it could be really cool because we do the production, the directing, the hosting, the producing, the editing, the social media, and it's a really great experience. And when it's all said and done, it's something you can kind of put on your resume. So I thought, wow, it'd be great to kind of give back and bring someone into the fold. We have about 13 people on the set when we do this, and all of our cameramen, we have 3 cameramen, a photographer, we're flying a drone or a helicopter, we have an underwater guy, we have 2 boats. We have about 13 to 15 people, so it would be a great experience. And if you happen to love fishing, it's a win-win situation. You got it all. You got production and everything and fishing. So I'd be really happy to bring father, son, mother, daughter, whatever the combo is, along on our trip, and we'll figure it out. We're going to shoot in Miami. We're a Telly Award-winning show. It'd be great for the resume, and we'd love to have a happy duo join us. So I guess we could start the bidding, maybe?
Thank you, Peter. We appreciate that. You've heard what Peter has to say. Now, hopefully we have somebody out there who has more of an appreciation for fishing, bill fishing, and let's see if we can get somebody to give us a bid of $2,000 for this experience. I see a hand, so that's a good thing. I've got $2,000. $2,000. Will anybody give me $2,200? I've got $2,200 right here on the side. $2,200 for this outstanding experience. $2,500. You comfortable with that, sir? $2,500. Thank you very much. I've got $2,500. Will somebody go to $2,700, please? I've got $2,700 right here in the front. $2,700 is the bid. $2,700. I've got $3,000. $3,000. I appreciate that, sir. So does Peter. $3,000. Do we have $3,200 someplace in the room? I've got $3,200 for this experience. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. $3,200. Will somebody say $35,000? $35,000. I've got $35,000. We're doing pretty well, Peter. $35,000. $35,000 is the bid. $35,000 is the bid for the Billfish experience. $3,500. Will somebody say $37,000? I see a hand. $37,000 right there in the middle of the room. $3,700 is the bid. $3,700. Will somebody say $4,000? I've got $4,000. $4,000. $4,000. Soon you'll be able to buy your own boat. $4,000. $4,000. The Billfish experience of a lifetime. $4,000. Would you give me 42? 42, 44, 46, whatever you're comfortable with. 44, 4,400. $4,400. Or that's 40. Are you saying 5,000, sir? Thank you very much. 5,000 is the bid. 5,000 is the bid. Will somebody say 52? I see a flashlight going off. 5,200 is the bid. Whose bid is that? 52. I see you, sir. Thank you. 5,200. Will somebody say 55? How about the original bidder, sir? 55. 55 is the bid. 55 is the bid. $5,500 for the Billfish experience. Will somebody say 57? Will someone say 57? 57 is the bid. 57 is the bid. Lights are still going off, sir. Would you give me 6,000? The original bidder, I've got 6,000. $6,000. $6,000 is the bid for the Billfish experience. Does anybody want to give me 6,200? I've got 6,000. We're doing well. 6,200. Thank you very, very much to the young lady in red who's shining that light. 6,200. $6,200, sir. 65. 65 is the bid. 65 is the bid. It would be great if you actually had a show. 65 is the bid. $6,500. $6,500. $6,500, $6,700, $6,700, $7,000 would sound so much better than $6,700. Keep drinking, seriously, sir. Keep drinking more. 67 is the bid. You want to give me 7,000? He says no. $6,700 is the bid. Anybody want to give me 7 or we're going to sell? 6,700 is going once. 6,700 is going twice. Last chance with his Billfish experience with Peter and his crew and fish and boats and water. It's amazing. $6,700 and we sell this experience for $6,700. Thank you, sir. Well done. Well done. Now they tell me that we are ready for the raffle. We'll do the raffle and then the final auction item. So this is for the $10,000 credit. The $10,000 drawing for tuition credits. Here we go. The first winner, drum roll. impressive. It goes to Mr. and Mrs. Adam Smith. Mr. and Mrs. Adam Smith, are you here? Are the Smiths here? Apparently there was no scream, there was no cry, so we'll assume that the Smiths are not in the building, but congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Smith. No, I'm fine, Ted. It's just a cast that I need for my ankle and my leg, that's all, not a problem. The second winner, of course this would be a difficult name. This is, how about maybe Mrs. Grandimar Morales? Mrs. Grandimar Morales, are you here? No? Well, $10,000 credit. Should be pretty exciting. Congratulations. Thank you very, very much. Okay. $15 minutes remain in the silent auction. 15 minutes? Very good. This is the last item that I have for you tonight. I'm told this can go crazy. So let's, oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very good, thank you. Here we go. This is live auction item, and I want to tell you one thing. Before I do this auction, a few fun facts about Gulliver. This evening's event, A Night in the Roaring 20s, is themed in honor of the decade that Gulliver was established, and that was back in 1926. Mrs. K began making Gulliver what it is today in 1953, and last year marked 60 years of the Curtulis family leadership. Tonight, you are supporting the more than 2,200 students enrolled here at Gulliver's 4 campuses and more than 6,000 distinguished alumni worldwide. Gulliver Athletics currently holds 49 state championship titles. The senior class accrues an average of 13,500 community service hours per year. Nationally recognized robotics team, traveling debate team, and engineering program, state and national level award-winning journalism program, performing arts and visual arts programs, and the Gulliver student body represents more than 50 countries. Why don't you give Gulliver a great round of applause for all of those wonderful accomplishments. Here is the last item. Prime parent parking spot at the Academy campus. Oh my God, for the entire 2015-16 school year. Folks, has parking got you down? Are you circling the place hoping to find a spot so that you don't have to hike up the hill with trays of cupcakes for your child's class? Well, we have the perfect solution for you. Just like the hotshot business owners in New York City, you can have a parking space devoted solely to you in your choice of A Drive or G Circle. A reserved spot especially for you every day, including special activities and events. Your name will be painted in bold letters as reserved for. And this space is yours for the entire school year. After a year, take the sign home, use it to hold your favorite spot at home. Unlike in past years, we are only auctioning off one spot tonight. That is one spot, uno, not two. So, I need an opening bid for this prime spot of $10,000. Do I have a bidder for $10,000 for this prime spot? It's not for you, it's for your friend. Very, very good. $10,000 on the phone. Do I have somebody for $10,500? Anybody for $10,500 for this prime spot? I need a bid of $10,500. Is this going to be the only bid? That can't be possible. Where? Oh my God, I see you. $10,500 is the bid. $10,500 is the bid. Would you give me 11? It'll be 11. $11,000 is the bid. 11,000. Does somebody want to give me $12,000? $12,000 is the bid. Thank you very much. $12,000. Now I'm looking for $13,000. You're going to make me work. 12,000, I've got 13. You could ask her how high she'd go, and that would, oh, okay, very good. 13,000 is the bid. 13, 14,000, 15,000, 15,000, I got you. 15,000 is the bid. 15, do you know her? Okay, 15,000. $15,000 is the bid. 15,000, 16 is the bid. 16, the lady on the phone, is it a gentleman? 17, a guy or a girl? Sada? Sada bid 17,000. 17,000. I've got 18,000. 18,000. You have a bidder back there? You got lights on? 18,000 is my bid. Okay, I got a bid of $25,000. Tell Sada good night. Okay, no, $25,000 is the bid. I'm sure it's out there. I don't know who's bidding $25,000, not my business. $25,000. Is Sada still on the line? 27 from Sada. Way to step up. 28. I've got 28. $28,000. $28,000 for a parking spot. I've got $30,000. $30,000 for the parking spot. $30,000. Sada? Hold on. Sada. We're waiting on Sada. Hello, Sada. $31,000 from Sada. Sada's giving me $31,000 on the phone. $31,000 from Sada. Are you done? Okay, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. 31,000. You'll be back. 31,000 is the bid from Sada. 31,000. Anybody else? Anybody else? 31,000 is the bid. How about the young lady with the red skin? We got any more bids back there? 31,000 is the bid. Nobody? Okay. Well, yes, 31,000 is the bid that we're entertaining. Last chance. 31,000 is going once. 31,000 is going twice. Last chance. Forever $32,000. $32,000 at the wire. At the wire, 32,000. Sada's very close, very close. A bid of $33,000 could do it. $33,000 from Sada. Sada's giving me 33. How could you lose a bid to somebody on the phone? You're here, live and in person. 33,000, but you give me 34. 33 is the bid. 33,000 to Sada. 35. Is that 35? $35,000 is the bid. $35,000 is the bid. 36. Don't be apologetic. We like Sada. Sada's giving me 36. $36,000. $36,000. You could go to Lexus of Kendall and get a gorgeous car for $36,000. $36,000, Chris, you owe me. $36,000. I buy my cars from Lexus of Kendall. Chris is here tonight. That should get me at least $200 off of my next car. $36,000. $36,000. Sada Rahman. Sada Rahman. What is that? $40,000. $40,000. $40,000. You almost can buy the whole Lexus dealership. It's amazing. $40,000. Sada, we're waiting. 41,000 from Sada. Who are you folks? 41,000. 41,000. Do you want to give me 42? 42. I've got 41 from Sada. And I'm getting ready to sell. Right. Okay, 45, 45. $45,000. Now Sada has pressure. This is a lot of pressure on Sada. You remember when you were bidding about 20 minutes ago? $45,000 is the bid. Aren't you happy that she got out? 45,000. 45,000 is going once. Of course, $46,000. $46,000. I think that's impressive, but if I could hear $50,000, and now I hear $50,000. $50,000. Well, John has added amazing value to this package. by saying that your child can come in and actually paint their name onto the parking lot. They can paint for $50,000, John. If that's all you do, it's amazing that you're giving that much. $50,000. 51,000 from Sada. 51 from Sada. $51,000 from Sada. 51,000 is going once to Sada. 51,000. I wouldn't let this go. This is a steal of a deal. 55,000. 55,000. $55,000. Do you believe this? Either do I. Okay. $55,000. Sada, we're waiting for Sada. It would be great if she actually owned a car. Okay, $55,000. Next, we'll get the car for Sada after she buys the parking spot. $55,000. $55,000. Do I want to speak to Sada? Absolutely. Sada, with me? I can't hear you well. We have a bid of $55,000. Everybody here loves you. Would you give me $56,000? Is that okay? Thank you so much, Sada. $56,000. I gotta be honest with you. I wouldn't know Sada if she was sitting right in front of me. And I could care less if she wins. I think that $60,000 would be incredibly impressive, and maybe Sada would hang up. But I've got 56 from Sada. 56,000 to Sada is going once. 56,000 to Sada is going twice. It's looking promising for Sada. Last call at $56,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we sell this parking space for $56,000 to Sada. That is the Ramon family. Very, very nice. I simply can't believe it. I have to tell you that I have done auctions with Donald Trump in the audience. I have done auctions with Alonzo Mourning, with Dwayne Wade, with Alex Rodriguez, and nobody has ever given me a bid of $56,000. So Sada, congratulations. That is amazing. And thank you to the rest of you folks who were so very, very nice to bid here this evening. So we have very little time left in the silent auction area. I think that my job now is to tell you that I hope that you've enjoyed Gulliver's signature event, A Night in the Roaring '20s. Don't forget, if you change your mind about the Audemars Piguet watches, that you can still pick those up tonight. Before leaving the dining area, our volunteers will be making their way around the room to collect your Bid Pal units if you haven't already turned them in. Following the dinner program, we are proud to offer you an assortment of after-dinner activities for your enjoyment. Shortly, our dining room doors will open for you to make your way into the courtyard for dessert, coffee, drinks, and cigars. Don't rush the checkout area. Give these folks a little bit of time. We invite you to show your moves on the dance floor in Club G, or try your luck at our High Rollers Casino located in the Cafe Lounge. Also, don't forget to pick up your souvenir photos before you leave near the auction checkout area. My name is J. Roe Keach. I hope that you're Hurricane fans, and thank you very, very much for inviting me tonight to Gulliver. Go Raiders, go Gulliver. Have a great South Florida weekend, everybody.